through the dial, had watched the news in a while. Turn on CNN, ain't see none of my friends. Swag gave me the blues, they never walked in my shoes. They want us living in fear, it ain't what I'm trying to hear. Switched it over to Fox, kept clicking, I barely stopped. New guests on NBC, no one that represent me, so I got tired of waiting. Sit master debate, give me some headlines, it must be past bedtime. Sleeping on me still like I ain't vitamin D for real. Rep your city, play devil's advocate. Wayne Brady gon' have to smack a bit. Tell me something good, a recipe for success. Give me some timeline, shop session and flight deck. Hey, P, what's next?
Oh shit, I'm too hype. Hey, bring that motherfucking beat in. Bitch, I'm from the city of Decatur, DHS alum. People fucking with me from the suburb to the slums. Rocking college boy apparel, blowing weed by the barrel. Riding in that Chevy thing, old school Will Ferrell. Mama ain't raised no hoe, I'm from a pedigree of killers. Talking about them McCree's, Bisons, and Allen's, nigga. Named after Sam, here to carry on his legacy. Didn't embrace it at first, fuck it, who better than me? Pussy on top of pussy, that's bitches on top of bitches. Both multiplied exponentially with the riches. Got rid of my old bitch, cause she know how to act. Pardon me, I had to laugh at that. Let go, hit the city limit sign, standing on my porch, but I'm Decatur to the death of me. Carrying the torch, my city pride, show up in every ounce of my personality. No place on the motherfucking map that I would rather be. All I ever needed was $1 and a dream. A product and the thing, now nigga out here getting cream.
Yeah.
My brother.
This your nigga. C.O.D. Decatur Boy Music, a.k.a. Tabula Rasa, a.k.a. Big Tabby, a.k.a. Montavia Dice, a.k.a. DJ Monte, a.k.a. DJ Passenger Seat, a.k.a. Chosen One David, a.k.a. goddamn, cause I always be like, goddamn, a.k.a. fuck with your boy, here you talking about, and I am welcoming you to Give Me Some Headlines, you know what I'm saying? And keeping in line with what we've been doing, they one of the off-kilter episode where we filming at a random time, but I ain't even gonna tell y'all what time we filming at this time. Y'all just get what time of day it is because of how little nigga already is and what a nigga accoutrement on look like. Eating a nice little meal. Got me a nice little cocktail here you talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Old cockatielias. You know what I'm talking about? Got me a nice little set of guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the Monte Cristos is filled up and them ain't Monte Cristos. But I am the count. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who count, let me know how many of them was. They give me some questions at gmail.com and you may win a special prize from the game. You feel what I'm talking about? But this your nigga C.O.D. Decatur Boy Music once again, man. And we back with the second of the NFL ramp-up preview show here you talking about. And last week, we gave y'all a heavy dose of player predictions and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? And as I prepared for this week, I thought about, man, what do I talk about for a flight that as we lead into the team prediction episode here you talking about, where y'all gonna get a lot of analysis from the gang, me and you know who and shit like that. And I thought to myself, man, what do you always say to motherfuckers to get in perspective when they feel some type of way about asking you for a favor or this or that or that? And I'm like, look, G, if you can't use me, I'm useless. If the people I love can't use me, I'm useless. For my paramour, my lady, for my brothers, for my family, for my mom, the skills I've accumulated, the different things I know how to do, from economics to physical labor, I don't care what it is. What I have accumulated as far as resources in this life are at the disposal of the people I love and care about. And I take my greatest pride in having cultivated enough diverse sets of skills to be able to find a way to add value to absolutely any room I step into. And if we about to start Give Me Some Headlines, you already know what the fuck I'm about to do. Introduce my gang, my nigga P. Talk to the folk, boy.
You're in love with somebody else.
Coach
You
Rose.
should be in love with yourself.
It's your boy,
Today I'll do
P.
a couple
Henry
good
Trumsford,
deeds.
a.k.a.
Walking,
Home Run
breathing,
Trap,
blessing that
a.k.a. Casino P, a.k.a. Mr. Lone P, a.k.a. Frederick _Douglas, a.k.a. Quinn with the pen and with the lens, a.k.a. Mock 2. What it
Talk
is,
your
man,
shit,
on this
man.
on this off time, this off shooting time.
Man, you already know what it is, man. I'm excited as hell, man. These shows is really starting to get litty, man. And as you can see, I came suited and booted for dealing, man. Your dog ready, man. I'm on my coach shit right now. And as I think about the whole elemental nature of the show, I really want to break down playing your role in this flight deck. You feel what I'm saying? And in the actual context of football, man, I spent the better part of my career playing offensive line. And it fits so well in line with kind of what I gave you as the intro to the show, because if you do your job extremely well, you are invisible. And so is the motherfucker you supposed to block. They don't see his ass the whole game. You hear me? But if you fuck up, spotlight. You did it. You cost us the game. It'd be 70 offensive plays. Give up a sack on the third down that the game riding on. You cost us the game. You could have been blocking perfectly every other pass play and your quarterback throwing shit in the dirt. You feel me? But that third down, the one we needed, you got to come through on that. You feel what I'm saying? And as I kind of play out this metaphor of football and I talk about the different dynamics of that team structure, I'll toss it to you so you can talk to the people and get your voice on wax a little bit on that cow. How do you see yourself? And we just gonna stick on offense, my brother. How do you see yourself in life, man? Where are you in the team structure? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you play your role?
I play my role. I want to go to my natural position, man, but I don't think that's where I am right now.
Okay.
I think it's a position that I feel like I'm I'm usually a wide out, and so I'm catching what's thrown to me. At this point in my life, I think that right now Tua and Jalen Hurts at Alabama. We running a 2-quarterback system to where we getting the family set up. We are working with the offensive line to get our pass sets, our pass protection correct. We talking about what we see on the other side of the field. Who's moving down from the second level to the first level to come off the edge. The rotations in the secondary, like who's rolling over the top, what we think we seeing. So I think right now we both doing, well, personally, I'm doing some quarterbacking right now for the family and for the team, because we've been putting together a vision of something that frankly nobody's ever done before, from a standpoint, I know in my family, from an entrepreneurship standpoint, from a setting the family up for success for generations to come with the ideas and
through legal commerce.
Through legal commerce.
If I'm gonna include myself in that sense,
I feel like I'm definitely a quarterback, man. Watching the film, making sure that I'm having conversations with the head coach, when we're watching the film, having conversations with the GM about, maybe some acquisitions we need to make on offense to improve our weapons. I feel like, that's who we are on the team right now. But we also, in addition to being on the field, I think we also on the sidelines as well. Like we got to have I call it the balcony and the dance floor point of view. the quarterback he on the dance floor. He got to make the plays. He got to have everybody hand, and he doing the two-step. The balcony point of view is you got to be able to see it from a bird's eye. You got to be able to see the bigger picture. You got to be able to see what's coming. That's we also the guys sitting up in the skybox looking down and having to be able to see the whole picture. So I feel like we playing a lot of different roles and wearing a lot of different hats. But primarily I think those are the two. Where you think you're at right now?
I think you did a pretty good job of speaking for the both of us, which usually a nigga be like, hey, nigga, speak for you. Don't speak for me, cuz, nigga. Hey, nigga said we ran into two of Jalen Hurts. And I was like, nigga, that's kind of a good punto. You know what I'm talking about? Because you said so much in what you talked about. And I talked to you about in my art and in the music. Absolutely, whatever line you hear, it means what you hear on the surface, but there's duality in it as well. Like I caper star bars, not just verses. You feel what I'm saying? Shouts out to William Mingle as many times as I can in life. Shouts out to William Mingle. WilliamMingle.com, caper star. Google it. It'll change your writing life.
.net.
But you mentioned being a wide receiver in life, but taking on the role of being a quarterback. And I talked about my role up to this point having been an old lineman. And my second tier to this conversation was going to be me talking about the duality in if you do your job well as an old lineman, you're invisible. You're in the spotlight when you fuck up. And we're transitioning into this phase where I need to do way more quarterbacking. You see what I'm saying? So I find myself in a position where the spotlight needs to be something that is much more home base, much more homeostasis for me, as opposed to a place of imbalance or a place of I need to get back out. I need to get back on my shit so that I ain't in that. You feel what I'm saying? So you talked about struggling with the new role and stepping into that. And we're staying in the metaphorical, but you can see how that applied to life and a lot of the different shit that we're doing as far as articulating the intricacies of building a business and a multimedia company. But I love that you spoke to those two things because it just we on the same page, even when we haven't discussed certain things. You feel what I'm saying? But I'd agree so much. Like you did an amazing job. I'm not gonna expound upon it. I'm gonna let it sit upon itself as far as how you reference the quarterbacking element of this. But to speak to the wide receiver, the self-awareness you have, because I talked to you about so many different elements of creating the music and where not frustration, but my trepidation with pulling at you when it comes to cultivating projects that are of your own volition, that are solo projects for P. Henry Trotter IV. They're not third. They're not C.O.D. Decatur Boy Music. They're not RSS projects. It's because whatever I give you as far as a deadline, if I hit you with a beat and I say, I need this verse by the night or you're not on the song, you get me a crazy fucking verse that night. Whatever I fucking throw at you, you coming down with that bitch. So what I try to balance is giving you lofty expectations because I've never seen you fall short of them, and trying to get you to a place to where you see that of yourself and give yourself those expectations. You feel what I'm saying? So for you to see yourself as a receiver on the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying? It's introspection for you, outrospection for me, I guess. I fucking agree, bro. And I ain't even gonna ask you if you agree with the old lineman shit, cause nigga, you done observed too much of my life third party for me to not know that you rocking with that metaphor. But
yeah, and that's what I started. My bad.
You good. to kind of close that loop for you to see yourself as that wide receiver, and for the transitional element of how you spoke on that to be, you really see yourself having multiple hats on, and you see yourself doing so much more quarterbacking. As your business partner, this is what I have I guess, expected or requested it or demanded of you through different means, through role allocation and expectation, and saying, this right here, I'm never looking at this. No mail that ever comes, will I read, this is your role, this is your shit in the process of building this company. And you just controlling certain shit. And that stuff is taking hellified verticals. It'll never progressed at that rate had it still been on my plate and I just kind of threw shit to you when I couldn't do all of this. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah,
becoming a quarterback is almost an element of you being one of the best wide receivers of all time, because that shit was thrown to you. It was like, fuck it, I gotta still time get back. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta say you Julian Edelman, you play quarterback in college, but goddamn Tommy went down. Fuck it, I got this
Ryan
shit.
Tannehill, man.
we go 3-1. I get us through the AFC East kind of. What the fuck the Jets and Dolphins gonna do? But we'll talk about that later. You feel what I'm saying? But what are your thoughts on that? You feel like, I felt like you had some on the tip of your tongue, man. Share that with the people.
Yeah, a couple of thoughts. I feel like I'm Ryan Tannehill, man. Like when the Texas A&M, 6'4", 6'5".
Oh, you said Ryan Tannehill. I heard Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan Tannehill is better. Okay,
Ryan Tannehill, man. And it's just being a receiver in one sense, and then being on a team where you are a quarterback, and you got to play it for a few years. I think he really stepping into his light now because he had played that. He started playing quarterback at like a sophomore in college or something crazy like that. But also, I was going to say tight end at first because I was like, I can catch whatever's thrown at me, but I work close to the line, blocking for whoever I need to block for the quarterback or clear the way for the quarterback. But I was like, well, damn, that's what a receiver do also. Like you can move a receiver into motion so that edge rush it, so you can chip and he can release into a route, or you can bring a receiver and you can crack on an outside linebacker to spring the running back over the edge. So it definitely fit, which is why I went with that. But yeah, the offensive lineman role for you is, I think it's an easier transition for you because you played center in life. And like I had a homeboy who played quarterback at Tuskegee, and he told me the same thing. He said, I can tell because my natural position is cornerback. Play receiver, switch to cornerback. And he said, I can tell. He said, because you wait on other people to make moves, and you have to do that when you're a receiver. You got to wait on them. They got to make a step before you go with your jam or whatever. You wait for somebody else to declare. And he's like, that makes sense. And he's like, you got to change your mindset. And he's like, you can still be a cornerback and jam a guy and throw him off his route before, as soon as he come off the line, jam him. Now you throw him off the whole thing. You ain't got to wait on that to come. So making that transition.
Speaking of duality, though, the one beautiful thing about that is when shit go wrong, meaning when they make the catch, you never give the fuck up, because you could force a fumble, you could break that bitch up, you could make a great tackle that let him know if he come down with it, every one of them gonna hurt. You approach everything like that. So make sure you look at both sides of that stuff as you examine that stuff in your meditation and in your introspection. I just want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, not to interrupt, but I had to put that on your heart, you feel? Because you are that as well, my nigga. You feel me?
Yeah, right. And I think from an offensive lineman point of view, it make a whole lot of sense for you to transition into a quarterbacking role, because from a responsibility standpoint, a lot of our offensive linemen are very cerebral players. They know defenses. They know how they gotta be aware of blitzes from all over the place, from the first, second, and third level, or rushes from the first level, blitzes from the second and the third level. And so you're used to seeing all of the different types of schemes, because you have to account for everybody on the field could be somebody who's rushing your play. So you got to be aware of everything on the field and how in situational situations as a receiver, you either catching, you're blocking, you're running, and you don't have to pay attention to everybody. Like that's just not your role. So it's a different type of transition. But
let me quarterback this segment, my G, because this is something we'll revisit throughout the season, playing your role, because I think it's something that people need to have reminders of, because in whatever you're doing, you got to think about what your role is. And when we talk about the offense, we're talking about goals you have put out there. That's what we're talking about when we play with the metaphor of offense. So whether it's you as an individual or you as a team, you got to think about what role am I playing when it comes to accomplishing this goal. And when we talk about O-line, we talking about the foundational pieces, the building blocks, the stuff that take long hours. When we talk about the receiver, we talk about random things that may pop up, big, bright ideas, final execution, actually presenting the ideas and giving the presentation if it's a class project. We talk about quarterbacking. It may be seeing the bigger picture, delegating responsibilities, actually choosing the content. You feel what I'm saying? There are all different roles to play. And the other part of this playing your role flight deck that I wanted to visit is, where are you or who are you on defense? And when we discuss defense in the realm of life, we want to look at it as problems have come. The shit hath hit the fan. What doth thou do? You feel what I'm saying? And obviously in real life, as a big ass old lineman, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna care. I'm down like 215, 214. Shouts out to me. But at my playing weight, my heaviest, I was 337. You feel what I'm saying? And fucked up enough, it's the fastest I've ever been in my life. I haven't ran a sub 540 since I lost the weight. But I was 337 running a fucking 492. You feel what I'm saying? But in life, I really see myself as a safety. You feel what I'm saying? Because that hope for the best but prepare for the worst shit, that shit in my blood, my nigga. And I don't care if I done went to blitz. Once the ball in the air, ain't nothing making it over the top, bro. I talk to you about this and I hit you with this metaphor all the time, and then I'll toss it to you. Bro, I have survived everything I ever thought would kill me. About 5 to 6 years ago, bro, I started to approach everything that ever hit me like it's something that I've already survived. And the power that I move through fuck shit with at this point in my life, nigga, made me feel invincible. Because what I know for a fact is I will never be proven wrong. You know how I know that? The thing that get me? Who gonna tell me I told you so? Because I'm dead. Dead. You heard me? So I'm gonna be right until I'm not. So I'm a fucking winner until I'm not, bruh. Everything I have ever thought would kill me, I have survived. Until something do, I'ma fucking act like it. And I toss it to you, bruh, because I'm a safety. I'm Palomalu. Rest in peace to the God. I'm Sean Taylor. You hear me? I'm Ed Reed. I don't give a fuck if you think you running the sweep. I don't give a fuck if you done scrambled up the middle trying to get the first. I'm going to come take your head off. I don't care if you throwing it to your little number one receiver and you think he's single covered. Guess who coming through to lay that wood? Fuck you talking about? Me? Here you talking about. Whatever problem come up, understand that I have been the stop button. I have been the eraser. I have been the fucking equalizer. I have been adding value to everybody in my life since I came in this motherfucker. And I have entered the only portion of my life where I am my only responsibility. Bring some motherfucking trouble to my door if you want to.
Yeah.
Bring some trouble to my door if you want to and think I ain't game playing. Promise they didn't stop making pistols when they made yours. And I hope you've been hitting the range with that motherfucker. Because I shoot a nigga off from up the street with no beam. And that's on Young Dro. Talk to the people, P.
That makes sense that you that you a safety valve is because of the life experience has turned you into, is you the last line of defense.
For every fucking body but myself.
College,
until now.
Right. When you graduated from college, you had to be the last line of defense. Like you had to step up and be. You had to keep the other team from getting to the end zone, or
as the fifth of five boys.
You had to pick it off. You had to pick it off and run it back because we needed to win. We needed the defense to make a stand, and we needed to score. There's a lot of pressure. I gotta bait you in the. You really gotta play Ed Reed. Well, I gotta bait you into throwing this bitch. And then
Square being there. Russ was on the one, and I thought they was finna hand it off the beast mode. And I look up, and them bitches trying to run a slant right at me. Okay, I'm a Patrick Chung that motherfucker. He talking about football metaphors. People, get with it.
I'm playing. I'm not leaving my natural position on that one. I'm on that island. I'm on the corner.
I knew it.
Put me up on your I'm taking away your best option. Put me on the block. Put me on that island out there by myself and just count that thing that the other team do best. They can't go to it today. And I'm matching, I'm matching that step for step, and I'm very likely gonna get one and take it the other way. So I'm either erasing your best option, or I'm erasing your best option, and then I'm gonna use it against you, and probably get us one on our side. So yeah, I'm on my island on that defensive side.
And for those of y'all who ain't figured it out, because y'all layman, he talking about cornerback, which would be the person who guarded the wide receiver, the Adam Bomb, the Calvin Johnsons, the Julios, the A.J. Browns. And I said his people because it's him. So I'm talking about the people he like. We both know they're not going to be the best dynamic duo. We didn't put this in that bet, cuz. Can we put the order of the four? If my duo outdo your duo, that negate the fucking I don't even know how to articulate it, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about, huh?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, my dog D Hopkins
and
AJ Green smash Julio and AJ Brown, that count towards something for me believing AJ Green gonna smack up AJ Brown in the standings. That count, cause if he getting the double coverage and D Hop shine, you feel what I'm saying? It depends on who they treat like a number one game to game. Is what I'm saying. Yeah. Let's be reasonable about that. You feel what I'm saying? Look at me trying to haggle and shit because I'm a chump. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna talk about them that's the bets a little bit later, man. Right now, we gonna get into some Gimme Some TV. You feel me? Yeah, you talking about. I'm gonna let you jump it out, P, because this was supposed to be a chop session on Hard Knocks, but I ain't watched one motherfucking episode of that bitch. You feel what I'm saying? How you check that shit out at all, P?
I have not.
Okay, so yeah, this gonna be a Give Me Some TV. What have you been watching? Fuck they talking about. Fuck what you thought it was. Deal what it is.
Still on my dog Ted Lasso.
Get the fuck out of here! You still watching Ted Lasso?
TV? Hell yeah! Every Friday, I probably watch about midnight on every Friday.
Midnight.
Yeah,
that's how you party. You partying with Ted Lasso?
I party with Ted Lasso. When the lady go to bed by the 11,
this motherfucker. I'm gonna put that across the top. Party with Ted Lasso.
I make me a nice little nightcap. Hop on the couch, man, with some with either some almonds or some shit like that, man. I pop on my Ted Lasso for about 30 minutes.
Tell the people what you making. What's your nightcap? What's your go-to?
Right now it's either I'm flirting around with some gin my homie got me, but I got a mezcal recently. So it's a mezcal. It's not a margarita. Oh
shit! Is that the one dude put us on to at Muldoon's?
That was a tequila. The mezcal is like a smoke. It's like a smoky tequila. Like it tastes like a grilled tequila. But like,
why you say the other one was a tequila like the mezcal wasn't a tequila?
It's like
that's why I thought it was the one, but no is the answer, which is cool. That's cool. All right, so you got your mezcal.
Yeah,
what you putting in it? You making a margarita or you drinking that guy straight? What's the accoutrement?
I got so what I'm doing is it's about a little ice.
Okay, so over the rocks.
Jalapeno, pineapple. Jalapeno juice. Yeah, pineapple
jalapeno juice. Okay. Where you get that from for the people in H-Town?
In H-Town Specs.
Okay.
HEB, but Specs is where you usually.
That's some Houston shit there, HEB, boy.
Stores. Yeah.
We ain't got them in Jersey.
Yeah. And then I go with a Perrier, lime flavored Perrier.
Oh, really?
And a couple splashes of lime juice and some tahini.
Roses?
It's like, what's up?
Roses? Lime juice. Or actual lime?
Limes. Like
okay. You talking about tahini like the shit you made hummus with?
Tahini is like
Oh, you said tahini. I thought you said tahini.
Spicy. Nah, tahini.
Oh, hell no.
Spicy.
That nigga like putting hummus in it, dude. He think he don't melt with the Zohan.
Yeah. But I'm on gin right now, though.
So what the fuck going on in Ted Lasso? That shit purple.
Yeah.
That's all I mean. I ain't trying to say that. You feel what I said? I'm just making an observation for the people, for the audio listeners. He on a purple gin apparently.
Yeah.
Pen. Quinn with the pen with the purple gin. Quinn with the pen.
And the purple gin. That's your boy. Ted Lasso, man. One of the main characters from last season changed teams. He went to Man U.
He no longer heterosexual.
He went Man U, Manchester United.
Nah, I know. I'm just making a ha-ha.
Excuse me. He pitching for the other team.
You feel me? I said, now they getting down to the nitty gritty, real character development. How is that impacting the locker room?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what I finna ask. What going on? What popping on Ted Lasso?
But he went to Man City at the end of last season. He spent the whole season doing some wild stuff. Got kicked off of Man City. Now he's back at his old team.
That's good shit.
And they like the team.
They did all of that. They did all of that in between the two seasons, or you saw it happen.
You see it happen. Yeah, you see.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, continue. My bad.
Yeah, you see it's wilding out and everything. He get back on the team, and then the team's like, well, they before he get back on the team, they say we don't want to bring him back because he was such a cancer to the locker room. And even though we haven't won as much without him, because he was the goal scorer, he was the best player. We a better team. We a better team because he not here, and like guys are growing and getting better. And like the locker room is more cohesive. It's not in these different silos. So they bring him back regardless. So now they got two aces. They got him. They got two strikers that's cold blooded, and the guys were kind of upset about that. But he's like, he saw what happened with the team when he went away, and when he came back, he made a couple comments that was like the old him, and then he realized the impact that it had, and like now he working like the change, and he doing some stuff where he like stepping out and he being that guy. So it's really good. And then they just had like a Christmas episode where everybody's going through like they personal issues, like you got an English Premier League team. And most of those guys are from like France, Nigeria, Mexico. Like they're from all over the place, so they can't get back home for the holidays because they got a game. So like they spend Christmas at like one of the management personalities' house with his family. He got 5 boys, and so it's a super interesting
5 boys. That's just like my mama got.
Yeah. And then
can I interject like life do a little bit?
Yeah.
Bro, why I just got a text that Jay read in weird like capitalization, like not just capital first letter of the sentence. Nothing else that ain't a proper noun.
Message in wingdings or something.
Nah. And the shit said, "You getting the vaccine?" I'm like, why so many people asking me about this shit? I feel like a lot of people know me, devil's advocate. So I feel like people are looking for words to articulate how they feel, and they reaching out to me so people stop fucking with them. And it's just funny as shit, bro. Don't even respond to it. I just needed the people to know what took me away so I could get back in. I needed to get that out so I could get back here. And just so you know, it Double D who just sent that shit. And I get to him later.
Okay.
But you said what else you was fucking with? Let me talk to the people, and I talk to them about what I'm watching when I get back. I got to cut the AC on the lower temperature. That coat got me hit out.
Yeah. Catching this movie, I don't know if it's on Netflix or what, but I'll hopefully put this in the show notes. It's called About Time, and the premise of this movie is there's a young man, him and his dad have a really good father-son relationship. And where I came into the movie, like was towards the beginning, is they are in like a family room, and it's just the dad and his son, and he tell his son that the men in their family can time travel. And the son is like, man, quit playing with me, bro. Like,
they think they the Wizards of Waverly Place, cuz. Shouts out to Selena Gomez.
And so his dad's like, nah, like you can really travel in time. He giving the instructions on how to do it. The son goes away and tries it, and like that's where like the movie take off. And like when something happened and he come back and he like give him like the rundown, and like that's where it sprang from. But like that joint was good, and it's called About Time, and it is a lot better than I expected a movie about time travel to be. Like it was legit. Like as far as storytelling, like that thing was legit. And like how when people talk about going back in time and like if you do things differently, it messes up like the course and like of history and stuff like that. But it did a really good job of like, it was cool. It was super cool.
Can I share something with the people about you?
My lady B. Yeah.
Y'all, the reason I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat is cause for 2 reasons. This motherfucker right here don't watch stuff. So for him to be so excited and taking up a whole Gimme Some TV segment, I'm not even going to share. I'm going to just keep asking him about other shit he been watching. It mean one huge thing, and then I'll tell you the second thing that made me giggle. The first thing it means is that this brother is healthy. He is hitting his goals. He is accomplishing things that make him feel like he is moving toward the different things he's building in his life, and he's hitting the different landmarks and milestones, because it is the only way he will give himself an ounce of fucking relaxation. An ounce of it. And he got shit scheduled that he doing. Like he partying with Ted Lasso. Like this shit hysterical to me. So I say all that to say, what else the fuck you been watching, bro? Cause this is a conversation on wax, and I can never talk to this motherfucker about what the fuck you been watching. Cause the answer is nothing. But he been grinding like a motherfucker. That I know firsthand. And even for shit outside of this and different stuff he building as far as a part of the multimedia empire that are different arms of it, and in solo ventures, he's hitting landmarks and building different shit. So that's got me extremely excited to ask, what the fuck else you been watching, bro?
I watched part of an episode.
He committed to a pellicula, law. A pellicula.
Yeah, I did.
Pellicula.
And I did not plan.
Dos horas. You feel what I'm saying? That time travel movie he talking about was 2 hours. I ain't watched the shit because it was that long. And I'm a movie watching motherfucker. I regularly frequent shows that are 42-minute dramas. You know what I'm saying? Because, if you're watching an hour comedy on television, it's 18 minutes of commercials. If you're watching a half-hour joint, it's 8 minutes. So it's more commercials in a half-hour show than you get in an hour set just for your how they advertise to you and monetize your attention span, just so you know. What else you been watching though, cuz? In the age of streaming, niggas don't even really need to know that. But so they do know. It's why football is loved, because they take 10 times more breaks, and it's something you have to watch live to experience the true splendor of it. So it ain't something you're gonna TiVo and skip through the commercials of. That is why sports is king. That is why athletes are not overpaid, because they, as a union, literally make less than 50% of the money they generate. That is how salary caps are determined. And then the teams are required to spend 90% of their salary cap. So not one player in the league that you watch is overpaid, because they are making a percentage of the money they generate. It is hard to be overpaid when you only get paid a percentage of the money you make. And when the players on a football team are splitting it in a 52-man active roster, and the owners, which means 30 teams, 52-man active roster, do the math, 1,500, you feel me? The owners are splitting that shit 32 ways. 30 ways, because Green Bay is publicly traded and that shit worked differently and it's weird, and they're owned by the fucking, I don't know. Green Bay weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody educate us on Green Bay.
What they got going on.
Send us some shit at gimmesomequestions@gmail.com and tell us what the fuck going on over there. You feel me? But no player you watch is overpaid, period. Because they splitting their shit 1,500 ways, and in the NBA, they splitting it 300 ways, and I don't know how many niggas on a hockey team. But because of how skillful you have to be
it's the same
to not...
as the NBA.
Bro, if a nigga on a hockey team did all of his job, but didn't have the stick in his hand, he'd be worth his salary, period. If he could do all the shit he do, but didn't have the stick, he worth his salary. Put that stick in his hand, add dealing with the puck in there, and then dealing with other motherfuckers trying to stop you from doing what you're doing, they underpaid. If anybody underpaid, it's NHL players. That shit hard. I love it. That shit exciting. And that shit hard. It's one of the funnest video games to play too.
Yeah. I saw somebody say, I could probably score a touchdown in the NFL if I got blocking. I could probably hit a basket if I throw some shit up. I could look into a home run, maybe. I could play all however many games they play in the season for a 15, 20-year career in hockey and not score a single goal. That shit looks impossible. And I was like, bro, that's some accurate shit. Bro, it look impossible.
Because the scariest thing to me about it being impossible is I played hockey as a young nigga. I played all the sports that melanated people usually don't populate. I played all them shits. Started out in soccer because I couldn't play contact sports until I was bigger than my mama. She said that shit to me. When you bigger than me, I'll let you play football. Said it with an attitude too. Until I was 5'1" at 11. Take that, little lad, mama. Hey, time back. And I was like, I see your ass in 7th grade, boy. We out here. Give me one more summer to sleep. I can't tell you how fucking hard I slept that summer. I said, I'm playing football this year. I was like, I gotta be taller than my mama, cuz I'm playing football this year. But damn, that shit made me lose my train of thought, cuz I square bid it. What the fuck I was talking about, huh?
You was talking about hockey.
Hockey. Oh yeah, I played hockey growing up. So I can shoot. I can aim a puck. I'm not good. I'm not saying I'm NHL good, but I can aim a puck. The reason I know I can't score a goal is because people block Sidney Crosby shots. He hit a lot of them, but people be blocking them. If you can block any of his shots, I can't hit a goal on you. You see what I'm saying? Okay, how good I can aim it. It ain't never coming at the speed he's shooting. I'm never going to be able to fool you because I'm skating so fucking slow. I'm telegraphing where I'm shooting that bitch. I'm shooting to the right side of the goal. You don't know if it's up or down, but if you could block a Sidney Crosby shot, my shit is reading at a first grade level and you at MIT. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You been watching hockey? How did we get to talk about hockey?
We was talking about how the hell did we get on hockey?
I know I brought it up, but it was referencing something.
Oh yeah, you brought it up. You was like, you was talking about overpaying athletes, and you was like football players.
Oh, and they the most underpaid.
Like, hockey players underpaid.
I remember the first time I realized they was underpaid, and this some real sucker shit. But understand, whatever. Lizzie McGuire had married a hockey player. And I was like, bitch, Lizzie McGuire married a hockey player? And I was like, shouted like, caked up. Ain't no way this nigga, I went and looked, this nigga making $1.3 million a year. I said, ain't no goddamn way, bruh. And he's stupid, dumb, nice. I pray to God he done tenfolded what he making now with the eyes and the money that's around it. But bro was stupid nice. I remember his name escaped me now, but at the time I was watching it more heavily. And plus I was on my tabloid shit because I don't know. I mean, I was just younger, I had more time for dumb shit. But I was like, ain't no fucking way. Not like ain't no way she should have married a nigga only making 1.3, but ain't no way. It's a reason why Lizzie McGuire know who the fuck this nigga is. God, he's stupid, dumb, nice. NBA players who run around with, like, Ben Simmons can't fucking hoop. He making $28.3 million a year. You see what I'm saying? The NBA players who are on the radar of starlets making 20 or better. You feel what I'm saying? How the fuck is the NHL player who is dope enough to be on Disney radar? You feel what I'm saying? How they underpaying my nigga at that rate? I don't care if it's 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. He was underpaid. You owe him money. You owe him money, NHL. Pay that man severance.
It's more world eyeballs. It's more world eyeballs on that game, on the game of basketball.
We're going to talk plenty about hockey once it gets started up their new season because that shit deserves more attention because it's fire as fuck. And I feel like melanated people in general would love that motherfucker if they understood it. I remember when I finally understood what offsides was, I got so crazy at the video game and then I started watching it and I saw the strategy more because I understood what not to do. You feel me? So we're going to help people understand the context of what's going on and shit and find some unlicensed footage to reference that shit and try to get people into that shit. Cause I fucks with hockey, bro.
Yeah.
That shit fire, bro.
The other thing, I'm watching two other things. One is High on the Hog. I need to catch back up on it. I was watching one episode. Buddy was over and I think he's a journalist I think he's a journalist and he's over telling like the story.
Not to cut you off.
Got to the end.
But this, the NFL preview episode, and we deep into it. We'll get that on the next Gimme Some TV. Right now, we jumping into That's a Bet. You talking about fuckboy? You talking about now? We was supposed to talk about them chump ass Cowboys and they motherfucking hard knock life. You feel what I'm talking about? Shouts out to Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was supposed to get treated, but they got tricked because that Prescott got hurt. And soon as that bitch started throwing the football, and all I could tell you is when you hurt something, you start overcompensating with other things. I'm sure that man been throwing his ass off all off season and not using his lower body. He finally back strong enough to use his lower body. And when you add that torque in, like similar to Tiger Woods training with the fucking military, so he turning at the fastest rate he can as opposed to the rate necessary in order to drive the ball where he's trying to get it to. He going power, power, power. He hitting 4,000 RPM, 4,000 RPM, 4,000 RPM. My nigga, if you in a place where the speed limit 35, why you rev your engine at that rate? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, said all that to say, we gonna get into our prediction set by going to the conference of the Cowboys, America's team, as we get into America's sport, NFL. And that's a bet. We're going to keep this straight up, square being it on the level, no bullshit, everything motherfucking transparent. And I ain't got no pen. You going to take notes on this shit?
Yeah, I got it.
Appreciate you, my G. We going to pick the NFC East first, man. We picking division winners, and then we're going to pick conference winners. So with the NFC East, we're talking Cowboys, quarterback by Dak Prescott, who is currently injured, who just got a second MRI and has showed great progression, and he's still on track to start week 1. And we got the Eagles, who have a quarterback race somehow with Jalen Hurts battling it out with, I ain't even saying other people's names, because if Jalen Hurts don't start, I'm not watching a fucking game. Then we got the Giants, quarterback by Danny Dimes. And then we got the Redskins. Who the fuck they got quarterback? Alex Smith retired.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, baby.
You lying.
No.
They got Fitzmagic? I did research. How do I not know that? Fuck. Okay, so I talked it to my brother. Everyone that he's willing to pick first, I'm going to allow him to pick first so he don't copy me because he a chump. You feel me? Matter of fact, I'm going to get my pen so I can take notes too. Hold on. No. Let me go get my pen for it. Nigga, talk to the people, though. Who you got in the NFC East and why?
Man, I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going with the team we took last. My dog didn't know who their quarterback was. I'm going with Ryan Fitzmagic to win the NFC East. I'm going with the Washington football team. You didn't see that coming, did you? You didn't see that coming, did you? And I'll tell you why I'm going with because this motherfucker fit right in that weak ass division, man. All them fucking idiots, Jerry Jones, this team having to change their mascot because they racist. The fucking Eagles, them dum-dums still can't get it right, even though they got one of the best quarterback prospects in the past few years. The Giants, who fall all over themselves ever since Eli Manning departed. And even when he was there, they fell all over themselves because he won the Super Bowl 2 years being a wild card team. I'm going with Ryan Fitzmagic because his magic is going to be, this is the first time he's ever been in the NFC East. He's always been in the AFC East. So he in the NFC right now, and he in this damn division where Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, where Foley is like, it's a Shakespearean play in the NFC East, and Ryan Fitzmagic is perfect for it. That defense, that front seven, gonna give everybody hell. He gonna have a great defense behind him. He'll have to put up 20 points a game. He got hella weapons. He got Curtis Samuels. He got my man McLaren, dude, buddy run like hell. He got this cat, a receiver named Gibson, that's a speedster. Gibson is his running back. Yeah, man, I'm all in on the Washington football team. I'm predicting them to go probably. It's the NFC East, so they're gonna get 11 games in the NFC East because they're playing 17 this year. So I think they go either 10-7, 11-6. I'm gonna jump on a limb and say 11-6. And that boy Chase Young is a monster. I don't know how I didn't pick him as one of the front runners for Depoy, but I think it's gonna be a very well balanced attack in Washington, and so I'm going with the football team in DC. Who you going with, man?
I'm gonna pick with my heart and my nutsack and pick a team full of men coached by a man, a nigga who chew bricks and drink coffee like it's gonna kill her every time. But I'm going with the motherfucking Philadelphia Eagles, you heard me? For 3 reasons. One, cause I've been rocking with them since Donovan McNabb. I've been rocking with the boy, lame ass, fuck ass nigga. He a lame ass nigga, but I love him as a football player. But I've been rocking with it chump ass since Syracuse. And he took me to the Eagles, and I ain't never looked back. And as a nigga from Atlanta, when Michael Vick got out of jail and we got him, when I tell you, I felt like heaven had descended on Philadelphia. And oh my God, regional coverage actually took care of a nigga for a change when it came to that, bruh. But I'm picking Philly, bruh, because I'm going to watch every down. And I truly feel like if I'm rooting for them to win, they're going to fucking win. So fuck anybody who hating, bruh. Jalen Hurts gonna win the quarterback position, and if he don't, I reserve the right to take my pick and kick it into the ocean. Cause fuck them if they don't. If they win, I don't even want the money from this shit. Oh, and for the people who don't understand, we're gonna take Hunna and we're gonna have the equivalent for whatever the odds are for this team to win the division, and we're gonna take 10 bets. And those bets will reflect who win. However the payout is, and y'all will see on the recap what exactly we both have wagered and what the likelihood is for the other one to win. You feel what I'm saying? The prize, the probabilities and the odds. But I ain't gonna hit you with a whole bunch of bullshit and fake analysis like my brother did. I'm gonna just tell you point blank period. I want them to win that motherfucker. So that's who I'm picking to win that motherfucker. The Cowboys is just destabilized. But I feel like they're good enough to make the playoffs without winning the division. And I truly believe they're going to be a playoff team this year. So if I'm worried about anybody, it'll be the Cowboys. But I'm picking Philly to win because I'm fucking rocking with Philly, nigga. Like, period. You feel what I'm saying? And where there's a will, there's a way, man. And nigga, I don't even know who they coach here, bro. Dead ass. I'm just picking Philly, bro. And at the end of the year, when I'm laughing in your motherfucking face, just understand, fans be winning sometimes. Being a fan wins sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, they may not win the Super Bowl. They winning the fucking NFC least. Danny Dimes, that bitch ain't a quarter yet. He definitely ain't ready to go dollar for dollar with Jalen Hurts. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like he'll go play linebacker and blitz that nigga just to bully him. First drive of the game. Yeah, bully shit. Just come outside. Full steam Sam blitz. Fuck you mean? Strong side. You see me? On your face. Coming from the left. Yeah. That's how hard Jalen Hurts here, bro. Gang. Fuck you talking about. Fly Eagles fly all the way to the NFC East. You feel what I'm saying? Cuz. Now, we going to keep that bitch symmetrical. Fuck you talking about. Symmetrical. Here you talking about. And we going to go from the NFC East to the AFC least. Where we have the Bills, Patriots, Jets, and Dolphin. I didn't put an S on it in my notes, which is hilarious. So we got the Dolphin, the Billios, the Patriots, and the Shits. Who you got winning that game, man?
I know earlier you saw me toot my face up. It may have looked like I was saying your pick stink, which it does, but my dog farted. And that shit was atrocious. I got the Dolphin winning the AFC East, cuz.
You a dick, bruh. This nigga said my pick was a dog fart, cuz. He said I was the equivalency. He ain't shit.
I'm going with the Dolphin. Defense, cold, Tua, quarterbacking, Jalen Waddle catching it, Will Fuller running, Devontae Parker, Gesicki. They stink at tackle, though. So hopefully they can fix that shit. They can fix that shit. We gonna be all right now.
Guess what, y'all? I actually listen. And also, I edit the episode, so I actually have to watch them back. And this nigga do all the notes just to let y'all see behind the curtain. So I have no idea how he created the notes without watching the episodes. But if you listen to the NFL player prediction show, I spent almost 2 hours being convinced that Cam Newton about to shit on the whole NFL all next year. So when I sat down and I went through my notes for this year, I said, God damn, the Dolphins, they defense looks strong. God damn. This is second year. Head coach, he got 2 in the system for another year. That boy gonna be 2 years removed from them hip issues. He gonna be more confident. Damn, they looking good. Josh Allen, strong. You know what I'm saying? He going for back-to-back. What we've seen over the past 20 years is the best quarterback rule this division. Fuck whatever research you've done. Tom Brady leave the Patriots. They don't make the playoffs. He win the division he go to. So it was the quarterback. Is Josh Allen simply going to win this division? But I go and I edit the episode. I sauce it up. I put the visuals on it. I put the transitions on it. And this nigga just keep talking about Cam Newton. And I say, fuck it. The Patriots winning the AFC East. Bill Belichick with his boy Gilmore back with all of his COVID-19 exclusions back on the roster, with him having went ahead and sauced it up and got 2 more tight ends because the ones he drafted didn't work. With him went and got Mac motherfucking, guess what? I am your manager, motherfucker, from Alabama. You hear me? Like, they just back, bruh. And I don't know if he is the gangly, unathletic motherfucker who come in and just take them on a ride like Tom did because the $100 million all-pro quarterback catch a chippy injury. I don't know. I'm not wishing no ill on anybody. But something about all that fucking ranting and raving you did about Cam Newton said, if you speak things into existence, and I believe in the power of speech, and there's cosmic energy around this shit, this silly motherfucker might be right. I'd be damned if my Hunna get wasted. You hear me? So I'm going to actually listen to P. Henry Trotter the fourth, Casino P, my gambling consultant, Mach 2, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm going to say the goddamn Patriots win the NFC East because I'm not an asshole. No offense. Not saying that you are. Definitely not saying that you aren't.
No. Dolphins and Patriots both finishing 11-6. Dolphins going to have a tiebreaker. Cam going to show out his defense.
Because we all know Bill Belichick's underlings beat him in their matchups. When has that happened? When has Bill Belichick understudy beat him? Where they do that at? I'm waiting.
This year.
If you say so. What the name of the show, cuz?
Give me some headlines. Give me some headlines.
I got you, cuz. We gonna stay in the lane of the NFL and keep popping our shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Talk to me.
Now, you already know. I fuck with a lot of different positions, man, but one of my favorite players of all time, Shannon Sharp. So whenever some shit going on with a tight end, I go check it out. So George Kittle sees dramatic but predictable slide on NFL Top 100 rankings. Who has edge in NFL's QB battles after first preseason game, breaking down 6 competitions? And Alex Smith agrees to ESPN contract as NFL analyst after retiring from NFL. So you got Alex Smith with his contract with ESPN, quarterback battles, the 6 competitions, and where they stand after week 1. And then you got George Kittle predictably dropping in the NFL Top 100 rankings.
Let's talk about the quarterback battles. I like a good competition.
Great selection, brother. All right, now, This headline is brought to us by USA Today. Who has the edge in the NFL's QB battles after first preseason game? Breaking down 6 competitions. Ponderous and perfunctory as it often seems, the return of the sleeker NFL preseason after last year's COVID-included hiatus has been fairly refreshing. It takes games that don't count in the standings, that produce fleeting cult heroes like running back Craig Reynolds, who introduced himself to teammates in the huddle the day after he signed with Detroit before ripping off a 24-yard touchdown run against Buffalo Friday night. The NFL preseason overreactions. Justin Fields is ready to take over in Chicago. Then you go down and you got the breakdown. It's Teddy Bridgewater versus Drew Lock out there in Bronco country. You did. And like, it don't even mention the other nigga in the Justin Fields conversation. That's why I went down to Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock. You feel what I'm saying? So, straight up. So you got Teddy Bridgewater, Drew Lock, and then you got Jameis Winston, and you got Taysom Hill in New Orleans.
Taysom Hill.
And it says, it's about finding a worthy successor to Drew Brees. Maybe the Saints will make a run at acquiring Aaron Rodgers next year. But on Saturday, neither Taysom Hill nor Winston, neither under contract beyond this season, laid a decisive claim to Brees' throne. Hill didn't produce any points in 3 drives, one of them ending with an intercepted pass. He was almost picked off a second time. Winston was better against Baltimore's backups, leading a pair of TD drives, 1 and 8-yard pass to Lil Jordan Humphrey, who later failed to gather a long pass from Winston that was deflected for an interception. Overall, Winston appeared to drive the ball down the field more effectively than Hill, whose proficiency in specialty packages will keep him in New Orleans lineup whether he's a starter or not. All right, so going to Broncos, the edge is even. They crushed the Vikings 33-6. The Minnesota Vikings on Saturday. QB Drew Lock went 5 for 7, 151, pair of TDs. I forgot to start the time. I'm wild. 7 of 8 for 74 yards. All right. So he kind of held on to QB1 status. It will remain so because Lock nor Bridgewater was exploiting the veteran Vikings defenders. Wait a minute. It don't say shit about the boy Bridgewater stats, though. Oh, their article slanted. They ain't got my boy Teddy B stats in there. So Drew Lock is holding on to the number 1 slot because we don't know what the fuck Teddy Bridgewater did, apparently. For the New England Patriots, I'm putting L's all in them shits. For the New England Patriots, you got Cam Newton and the boy Mac Jones from Alabama. There may be much to question here. Newton, 2015 NFL MVP while in Carolina, listed atop the depth chart and has the backing of Coach Bill Belichick so far. Definitely way ahead of where we were at this time last year, Belichick said of Newton on Friday, offering typically faint praise a day after the Patriots beat Washington. Last night was a first step, but we have a long way to go. There's also a lot to consider. Newton brings athleticism dimension first-round rookie Mac Jones doesn't, and ran for 12 TDs, most since his offensive rookie of the year showing in 2011. This article is written wild as fuck. Thursday, Newton went 4 of 7 for 49 yards, dumped off the ball, while Jones went 13 of 19 for 87 yards. I think Newton average throw was like -1 yards. He threw a lot of behind the scrimmage shit, and Mac Jones threw, I think his average distance on his throws were like 7 yards per throw. So he definitely was doing more throwing. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why he ended up with 87 yards versus the 49. But we go down to Jacksonville Jaguars. You got Trevor. I'm wilding out. I'm high as shit. You got Trevor Lawrence versus the boy, Mr. Mustache, my dog.
Oh, that dude's still down there?
Yeah, you know Gardner Mitchell still out there chewing. I ain't talking Tim Tebow. He ain't got no mustache. So the only rates, you know Trevor starting though, cuz you know Trevor got it.
Yeah, like this. That's not really a battle. We not in the
They put it on the list because he a rookie. So I ain't even gonna read that. Yeah, Indianapolis Colts. You got Sam Ehlinger versus Carson Wentz. I ain't gonna read that because it's the Colts. And then you got Dwayne Haskins and Ben Roethlisberger. That's not a real competition. So what you think of the ones you heard, man? I'm going to let you speak on it since I read the article out. Talk to the people about what you think about the different battles and let me know if you want some refreshing of the one you spoke on to expound on it again, because this going to be your segment. Do your thing.
Yeah, man. So we got the battle that's in, I think the first one that you mentioned was, one of the first ones you mentioned was Mac Jones. I'm sorry, it was Denver, Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yep.
I think Drew Lock went to Missouri. I'm not high on Buddy, man. I think I want Teddy to beat him out, but I'm just not high on Drew Lock. Like I'm not impressed. Teddy Bridgewater winning that one. I'm saying that now.
Oh, okay. You gonna make picks in each one. I like this.
Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater winning that battle. Mac Jones, Cam Newton. Cam Newton's gonna figure it out by the end of preseason, and he'll be the day one starter. Like, no way they starting Mac Jones over Cam Newton.
I'm gonna write these down.
Get out of here with that. Trevor Lawrence is starting in Jacksonville. That's silly. Ben Roethlisberger's gonna beat out Dwayne Haskins. That's silly. Indianapolis.
Hold on, you running too fast. Start back at the beginning and run through them. You said Teddy B.
Yeah, in Denver.
Keep going.
I just think Teddy is just more sound.
Oh no, you just run through the names. I'm writing them down.
Trevor Lawrence.
TL. Jax.
Carson Wentz.
Carson.
Big Ben.
You saying he week one starter?
Big Ben?
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, these are Carson Wentz. He hurt. I don't like, that's the thing. Like,
I got you. I was trying to see if you've been paying attention. Okay, I know what you mean. He QB1. I just wanted to see if you've been paying attention.
QB1 now. Yeah.
I ain't got enough spit to do it right. Where's the spoon? Do it for me. I can't do it. I can't do it. Fuck it. I'm high as shit. Let me get some spit.
That wasn't it.
I'm about to laugh. I can't do it. Ella. Move on. Fuck it. Who after being kid?
That's what he said in the movie too. That's what he said in the movie. Motherfucker don't know nothing about no man.
Hey, shouts out to our set, man. Talking to y'all about P quarterbacking. He is responsible for the improvements in the visual aesthetic of Give Me Some Headlines. So not how I look, that's all me, you feel what I'm saying? But as far as the actual what it looked like, you feel what I'm saying? That's P taking our standard up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The you know what I'm saying? That might be C.O.D, you feel what I'm saying? Me getting us symmetrical, you feel what I'm saying? Like whoosh. But yeah, man, baby steps for the crew, big steps for the game. You feel what I'm saying? QB1, QB1A.
C.O.D. out of context for this episode. All of them. Oh, damn sound effect.
Who the sixth quarterback, nigga? Fuck
like
you,
a Foley artist. Who was the sixth battle? I forgot him already. We had Denver, Jaguars.
You did Denver, Jacksonville, New England, Colts, Pittsburgh.
Who was the other?
No, it wasn't Haskins.
Yeah, that was Pittsburgh.
Trevor Lawrence.
I
Nolans.
thought it was gonna be one out in San Fran.
Nolans.
Oh man, I forgot my team.
How you forget your favorite squad, cuz?
Get Taysom Hill ass the fuck out of here. I'm tired of that motherfucker, man. Jabu, quit playing, man, and win this damn position, man. I'm not trying to see that motherfucker for 17 games, man. Get Tim Tebow 2.0 ass up out of here. I am sick of that dude. Quit trying to make fetch happen, man. That motherfucker can't quarterback, dog.
You know the way that my heart is to reference Mean Girls, bro. I fucks with Mean Girls. You know I support you. Man. You know what? J-Boo winning the argument simply because you reference Mean Girl. I'm on your side. J-Boo for the win. I believed he could rack up all them passing yards I was talking about, even if he ain't started the week 5, because he had 12 games. You did what I'm saying? But I don't know if he's going to win out the battle, but I definitely think he going to play enough to get about 4,000 yards this year. Yeah. He going to play 12 to 13 games.
I kind of want to see him come in by like week 4 when we 0-3 and we losing at halftime week 4.
Definitely get smacked by Tampa Bay before you put J-Boo in, because I don't want him to be playing good and that derail his path. Because Tommy going to come in and beat that ass. You don't want to put him in for you play them.
I want to see him go back down there and do his thing, though.
Exactly. Don't play him when they come into New Orleans. Play him when y'all headed to Tampa Bay. How you going to be comfortable?
Yeah. Shout out my dog, Jabu, man. He had a long road. He is on the road. I don't even know if it's redemption. Maybe it is redemption, man. But whatever, man. Jabu 2022. Jabu 2022.
That's a bet. It's very apropos that you finished off picking New Orleans, because as we jump back into that's a bet, you know what I mean? We're going to be picking the NFC South. So I toss it to you, my brother, in the conference and division of the Atlanta Falcons, the Carolina Panthers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the New Orleans Saints.
Tampa Bay.
He said, that's the one. Tampa Bay, right there. You hit the buzzer like we was playing Family Feud.
Tampa Bay. Atlanta, I'm interested to see. I think I actually think Atlanta, man. I don't think Carolina. I think they got Sam Darnold down there. We gonna be the new NFC East as far as like records go. It's gonna be not.
You saying we for Tampa Bay?
No, I'm sorry. Outside of them, they out. Yeah, the other 3 teams. Tampa Bay winning 12, 13 games this year. They definitely winning 5 out of the 6 they play in the damn division. Yeah, I don't know.
I believe in stories.
Outside of it.
I believe in stories, cuh. And just like I thought it was too beautiful for Tom to not win that home Super Bowl and had the first to ever do that, to get his fucking winning more championships than me out of reach Super Bowl, I believe J-Boo is going to win the starting position and then win the NFC South and go on a crazy run this year. He might lose to Patty Mahomes, but I think J-Boo gonna do something special. Because I'd be damned if you blame him for them 30 interceptions without acknowledging that Tom Brady threw for 8 interceptions the year before he came to Tampa Bay, and then he threw for 12 interceptions. That's an increase of 150%. So if you get a young rookie quarterback on his rookie contract, on his third head coach, Jameis Winston, and you put him with no risk it, no biscuit, Bruce Arians, and he had 20 interceptions the year before with like 28 touchdowns, 26 touchdowns, and you increase his interceptions by 150%, you got 30 interceptions, right or wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
He was never as efficient as Tom Brady, but you put him with a risk-adverse coach, you ain't going to blame the quarterback for them damn picks. I refuse. So with a coach who was able to have the number one offense in the NFL with a motherfucker who couldn't throw more than 20 yards downfield, I think having a motherfucker that could throw for 5,000 yards is going to unleash Sean Payton. And I think the New Orleans Saints, your team, go on a motherfucking run. And it's going to start around week 6. You heard it here first. Hey, give me some headlines. New Orleans Saints to win the NFC South.
I'd be glad to be wrong about this, about the Buccaneers win. Because I don't want to hear Lank shit either. Man, yeah, I'd be glad to be wrong about that one.
So we're going to jump across conference.
Redemption happened in New Orleans.
You already know it. So we're going to jump across conference. Who you got in the AFC South, which will be made up of
Titans.
Fuck you, dog. Dickhead. And you got the Texans, Colts, Jags, Titans. Yo, okay. I see why you did that.
Yeah. Texans don't know if their quarterback can play. Jags.
No. Fuck all that. You said Titans. I say Titans. Let's just move the fuck on.
Yeah. Titans.
All right.
Division stinky. They walking into the playoffs.
What the name of the show, cuz?
Give me some headlines.
We got that bit pumping, cuz. We got that bit moving, cuz. On a crisp afternoon, every time back. So we gonna kick it like this, bruh. The 5 best rookie performances from NFL preseason week 1. 10 NFL draft prospects you need to know. Christian McCaffrey named among 50 best players in NFL top 100 despite injuries.
I'm interested to hear about the top 100 as like where some of the guys fall. Let's see what Christian McCaffrey landed though, because I believe, I think he should definitely be ranked high, even though he was hurt, because he that good.
All right. Well, I give you a couple paragraphs of this, and then let you speak on him, and then I grab the list and give you some of the list that I think is notable. Cool.
That's a bit.
All right. This article is brought to us by the Charlotte Observer because they're going to write about they boy. Here you talking about. Christian McCaffrey only played in 3 games last year, but that didn't stop him from being ranked among the 50 best among the 50 best players in the NFL going into the 2021 season. Christian McCaffrey was announced as the number 44 in the top 100 of the list Sunday night. He is the only Panther player to make the list up to this point. The running back missed 13 games in 2020 due to 3 unrelated injuries. Oh, goddamn. This year, prior, he became the 3rd player in NFL history to have 1,000 rushing yards and receiving yards in a single season. He had 2 touchdowns in each of the 3 games he played in last year. I know how to train. I know how to take over and take care of myself. McCaffrey said on returning from injuries, sometimes you get unlucky. As much as I would love to prevent those, sometimes freaky stuff happens. But I'm completely moved on to this year. My mind is good. My body is even better. And I'm fired up. I'm fired up. So speak on the boy while I grab the top 100 and see how many of them they've released to this point.
I honestly think they ranked him too low. That dude bad. He had 2 touchdowns, and like we ranking the players not based on performance, based on how good they is. It ain't 43 players better than Christian McCaffrey in the league at what they do. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's 43 players better than him. It may be 40, but it ain't 43. It might be 40, but it ain't 40.
Can I run it down for you real quick?
Let me hear. I might be wrong.
50 through 41. 50 through 41. 50, George Kittle. 49, J.C. Jackson, DB, New England Patriots. Number 48, Mike Evans, Tampa Bay. Number 47, Stephon Gilmore. Number 46, Cameron Jordan, New Orleans Saints. 45, Justin Simmons, free safety, Denver Broncos. Number 44, Christian McCaffrey. The first player who is better than him, Levante David, outside linebacker, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The next player who is better than him, Trent Williams, offensive tackle, San Francisco 49ers. The next player who is better than him, Jair Alexander, cornerback, Green Bay Packers.
I don't agree with that.
There you go. I was waiting for one you didn't agree with. All right, keep going, and I'm going to get you another set of 10. That's a good way to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, do your thing.
Man, I mean, he was the MVP 2 years ago. So I don't see how you fall that far back if not for injury. Actually, like Trent Williams,
who was the MVP?
David,
Christian McCaffrey wasn't no damn MVP.
In 2019, he wasn't?
Nah.
It was Aaron Rodgers last year. Who was that? It is a quarterback, right? It's a quarterback shit. Who was
Patty? He won the Super Bowl last year. He won the MVP the year before.
That's right.
Tom won the year before that.
Tom won. Tom actually stunk last year in the playoffs, bro.
Not last year, 3 years ago.
No, he stunk last year in the playoffs. He was terrible. He was awful.
Get off that man neck, cuz.
No, I will not, bro. Let's tell the truth about this motherfucker, bro. He had a game where he won a playoff game and he didn't throw for 200 yards in that game. He was 55% throwing the ball in that game.
Bro, 100
he threw
through
for
91
yards. Less than 200 yards. Sub 60 completion percentage and won a playoff game. What that tell you? That defense played their ass off.
As my brother P want all the smoke with Tom Brady fans, make sure when y'all write the Gimme Some Headlines, y'all address it to Casino at Gimme Some Questions at gimmesomequestions@gmail.com. Make sure you address that to PHTIV Casino P Maktube. That shit you was talking about, the GOAT. But the only players from 100 to 90,
they'd have killed Jabu for that shit. They'd have killed Jabu.
Worth referencing.
Motherfucking picks in the NFC Championship game. I'm sorry.
Kyle. Cole Beasley made the top 100. Shouts out to the boy because Dallas act like they ain't wanted him.
Man, that's a shell. Cole Beasley? Man, get the fuck out. You ain't serious, man. Get that list out of here. That shit ain't. Man, hell no. Cole Beasley? Cole Beasley. We not talking about the same Cole Beasley. They played for the Bills?
You know what?
Who won't?
Cole Beasley is 50 spots lower than Christian McCaffrey, and he furious this nigga even on the list. That's a bet. We just gonna move on. Fuck that list. That's what P saying. Fuck that list. Okay.
Cole Beasley made the top 100. Bruh.
You know he
Y'all
a
gotta
rapper.
shit, like, for
Y'all
real.
got rap beef now. 100 Bee Stings,
He
you ain't
rap?
heard it? Bruh. You won't smoke with Cole
He
Beasley?
rap and he top one.
Cole
Man.
Beasley, just know if you write a diss track,
no.
send it to Give Me Some Questions at gmail.com. If
I
you are
gotta see that
clear,
whole
we'll
list.
play it right here. Force P to respond, Cole Beasley. I'ma at you. My nigga P won't smoke. P
Cole
in context.
Beasley made the top 100.
As 96, my nigga.
96. That's still too high. How many players in the motherfucking NFL? If it's 500 players and he was 400, he too high.
I disagree.
He got some dirt on somebody in the league. He got a dirt on one of these sports writers.
He's on one of these sport writers. You
Somebody
stupid as fuck.
Beasley money. Man, hell no.
Hey, shut up, man.
Beasley.
Get off Cole Beasley ass. That's a bet, man. Get off Cole Beasley ass,
How you feel about Pat Beverly? I feel about
Oh, my bad. Let me get out your way then, cause fuck Pat Beverly, cuz. I read an article that didn't make to Give Me Some Headlines. Nah, I was looking at some shit. I read an article where the lady was like, it was so disgusting. Apparently, he had just gotten the news that they had signed Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, and he jumped up on the table in a 5-star Italian restaurant and screamed, I just won a fucking championship over and over. It was disgusting. And it was like, damn, awesome. I heard that. And then now she was like, no, I witnessed it. It was disgusting. And it was delicious to hear her be disgusted because fuck her. But at the same time, fuck him. And if everybody like, I'm glad he not in LA no more. Thank God they got his ass up out of here. Go do that in Memphis. See if somebody don't shoot your stupid ass.
No. I heard somebody say this weekend.
I don't wish no ill on the brother, but fuck him though.
Yeah, no, not at all. But Memphis is.
He don't have a Zebo to protect him though. He just a fuck nigga without an enforcer though.
Yeah. He's no Tony Allen.
He gonna piss somebody off and they gonna hard foul Ja. He gonna piss somebody off and they gonna hard foul Ja, bro. He not good for Memphis, bro.
I hope Ja jaw Pat Bell.
Last train to Paris. Get him the fuck out of here. What are you talking about?
Memphis is a great landing spot for him, though, I think.
Did I read the teams? Because I think you derailed us. I think I read the teams and you said fuck it.
I derailed the absolute dog shit out of us. Cole Beasley derailed us. Let's be honest.
Bro, what?
I had nothing to do with that shit. Whoever that's actually it wasn't even Cole.
Bro, you can't blame that man for your lack of professionalism. I did what?
You didn't. Cole Beasley didn't put himself on that list. It's not his fault. It's that sports writer fault.
He did put himself on that list with hard work and dedication. Fuck you, bro. He played with the nigga who led the league in receiving. So you don't think he had some one-on-ones and was out there slotting their ass the fuck up? You ain't even let me fuck the rest of the list because you ain't fuck the list, right? But at the same time, you have shat on C. Beasley enough, cuz. No, fuck that list.
I have.
No, fuck yeah. You done gave him plenty of poo. It flow down here. We definitely rank higher than Cole Beasley, apparently. So we higher than number 6 already. Because I thought we at GSH ain't shit, don't nobody rank higher than us. I thought them was the rules. Until we in the top 95 podcasts, we need to leave Cole Beasley the fuck alone. Because that man stamped and certified. You just old podcast ass nigga, bro.
That's fair. I'm coming for it, though.
Look at me. I'm shitting on us in defense of this old white ass dude. Why you ain't hit me with no Uncle Tom? You be like, shut your Uncle Ruckus ass up and shit on Cole Beasley with me. Yeah.
I thought you was, no, that wasn't it.
No relation.
Your AFC East pick. But I forgot you picked the Patriots. So I was like, yeah, why is he defending these motherfuckers? He picked the Patriots.
Because I think they're gonna win. I picked the Pats because of you, nigga. I done explain that. If I lose, it's your fault.
You a grown man, bro.
Hey, fuck you, bro. I might switch it by the end of the show. I looked at the other show. I didn't switch that bet, man. I wanted to switch my shit to Justin Fields, but I'm stuck with Trey Lance. Because I said I got to the end of the show and I never switched it. I'm mad as fuck.
He got the Fives nickname right now for rookie. He got to win that job out there.
What you talking about, Trey Day?
Trey area. Yeah.
Oh, Trey area?
Trey area? Oh, yeah. That shit hard. Trey area. Cole Beasley. Wow.
Bro, get off Cole Beasley, bro. That's a bet. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna label this shit. That's a bet. NFC North. The conference with the motherfucking Birds, the Green Bay Packers, the Lions, and the Vikings. Lions, Vikings, Green Bay Packers, and the Birds. Who you got?
This is hard for me. For two.
That's what she said.
I won. Yeah. I went Packers. I wanted to go Bears. I wanted to go Justin Fields over there, but I really think Aaron Rodgers is going to put it on the people's ass this year, man. So I'm going with the Pack. Like, he asking for folks back. He really trying to Michael Jordan this thing. I want everybody back who I like. I'm going to get this shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, that boy. Nah.
If he got to go back to the cold one last time, he want to go to work with people he enjoy being at work with. That's what it is.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, through what I believe will be a difficult year, mired with ticky-tack injuries that will be solidified at the end, they will be thankful to have an extra game because it will take that to win the division. Edging out what I believe will be a historic run by a rookie quarterback, Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears will lose the division to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. I believe that game will come down to. Did they play them last game of the season?
But watch out for the Bears. Watch out for them niggas.
Yeah, the Bears, yeah.
I'm excited to watch his journey.
In the Bears.
I pray and wish both of them teams health, but I think Green Bay gonna have a lot of ticky-tacky. They got some old motherfuckers. But we keeping this shit.
Do, man.
They do. But we keeping this shit the same, you know what I'm saying? We went NFC North. So we're going to go AFC North.
Yeah.
And the AFC North would be the Ravens, Bengals, Browns, and Steelers. Again, Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers. Who you got?
You know who I'm taking, baby. Give me my goddamn Browns, man.
Really? Ew.
That hurt me. I wanted to go Ravens because I love Lamar.
You already know who the fuck I'm picking. Man.
I'm going Browns, man. I believe the Browns learned how to win. So I'm going on that limb. You going Ravens?
Yeah. You know they went and got that boy a real number one. So now Hollywood finally going to be able to get off like he's supposed to. He going to get what Juju got before Juju realized he wasn't that guy. You know what I'm saying? AB still been AB. Juju ain't been over 1,000 since he left. He just got what AB got, and he not a nuisance, apparently.
Nah, he apparently, yeah, right.
But yeah, I think Lamar Jackson has about between 27 and 3,200 yards passing this year, and his progression in the types of throws that he opened up will between 27 and 3,200.
Okay, that's a solid number.
Yeah. It ain't too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Per game average, it ain't.
Yeah, it ain't.
But I believe he's gonna put together consistent, solid play, and it's gonna open up the running lanes for the whole team, and it's going to lead to an extremely happy team because of what it looked like, what it feel like, and how dominant they feel around a defense that's been re-solidified. So I have a heavy belief that the Ravens will dominate everyone in the conference outside of the Browns and have a much better showing outside of the conference than the Browns do. And I think that will be the difference. The Browns will be as good of a team as the Ravens, but they will not show it outside of the conference. And that is going to catch up to them, I think, late in the season. You got any retort to that before we move on?
The Ravens lost two of their best pass rushers from last year. So I think they're going to be there offensively. I don't know if they're going to – I mean, their defense is just – they are who they are historically, but I don't think they have the personnel that they usually have. But they always seem to find something. So I believe, yeah, they're going to be there. I know that's going to be how they finish 1-2. I just have the Browns.
Definitely. They won too like a motherfucker. Well, we're going to keep this That's a Bet going. We ain't even going to switch it up. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to keep this thing consistent and sexy. We're going to go from the north to the west, kid. When we've done a lot of talking about the West because there's a lot of interesting teams in both conferences. But we're going to start in the NFC as we have done just to keep the rhythm of the show. And in the NFC West, we got the Rams, the 49ers, the Arizona Cardinals, and the Seattle Seahawks. Who you rocking with, man?
Oh, actually, this is tough. This is tough for you. I'm going with Big Red, man. I'm going with the Cardinals.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Shout out my dog. But you convinced me to take them, put all that shit you did. You talked about K1.
Fair enough. I got you like you did me with the Patriots. Yeah.
Offensive player of the year. So you got K1 going.
I'm picking the Cardinals as well, man. I think that this year will be what allows Pete Carroll to say to the brass, this is why you don't give the quarterback control. I think he will be self-sabotaging Russell Wilson in his control year. But Russ, because Russ will find a way to make the playoffs, it will not be as division winner because that boy down in Arizona getting them 12 to 14 wins this year.
Yeah.
I believe that wholeheartedly. Russ gonna win 10 games, but that boy down there gonna win 12 to 14. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna get in going 10-7. So we're gonna go from the. My bad. Go ahead, talk to the people, bro. Bro, he gonna find a way.
Always find a way.
He gonna find a way. It's just that 10-7 not gonna be good enough to win the division.
No. And they remind me of the Packers in a lot of sense. They always have key injuries that'll cost them like a couple of games that really matter, but they'll always put some shit together. Like
I remember the Super Bowl year, Percy went down and fucked that whole season up.
Yeah,
but he came back when it mattered.
Chris Carson's gonna have a breakout year. Chris Carson breakout year.
Really?
It was a breakout year last year for I like Chris Carson.
And the O-line been fortified too.
He was hurt last year. Mm-hmm. So
that's a good prediction. I like that. I'm gonna write that down just so you get that. I'm gonna be like, hey, you remember that prediction you said? Talk about this to the people.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, them Cards, man, they looking good. They got better on defense. I think they may have lost Buda Baker, who is one of my favorite players.
Buda, Buda rocking there well. Whenever he get a set, yeah.
And then they did get Jesse Watt, whatever. I think he still got, when he's paired with some other people who can play, I think he's not going to have an MVP season, but he definitely going to have, I think I see him between 9 and 11 sacks this year, quite a few quarterback pressures. And
last time J.J. Watt was when he was playing with Clowney. This is the best D-line he's played with since he had Clowney getting double teamed on the other side. So he about to get off. That's what my dog's saying.
You know who got Clowney too?
Tennessee.
The Browns.
Yeah. I didn't know, so I just threw a bullshit name out there. I remember he played for them at some point.
Yeah, he up there with you got Clowney and Myles Garrett coming off the edge, bro.
And when he was playing with J.J. Watt in a contract year, that bitch had 5 sacks. So good luck. With $23 million on the line. Because the nigga who signed before him had got 21. So had he out-sacked him, he'd have kept driving the market up. And he fucked it up for D-line. His biggest problem is he don't impact the play when he get blocked. If he beat his man, he good as shit. But if he get blocked, he useless. You got to be able to help the defense while getting blocked. Oh, goddamn, he got position on me. I'm going to squeeze the hole, so this motherfucker got to take an angle where he can't bounce it. I'm going to drive him into my linebacker who going to feel this bitch. You feel me? He don't do shit like that. He beat his man, he go blow a motherfucker up. But if he don't goddamn beat his man, he is useless. Watch that nigga this year. He entertaining. Because if he don't beat his man, he's standing straight the fuck up and down, getting driven 5 yards off the ball, doing long arm nigga shit. Like, he look like a wacky waving inflatable arm tube, man. This shit hilarious. To watch a nigga that strong, that fast, that diesel get pushed the fuck off the line by a nigga who look like Jeff Saturday. Like, the shit hilarious, bro. Nigga be standing straight up, no leverage.
Man, get out the dog. Greatest college play of all time he made.
He was standing straight the fuck up, dipped his back, and then exploded into a nigga that was 5 feet. If you watch his technique on that play, the only thing that made that play is his mama and his daddy fucking. It wasn't no technique or skill on that play, bruh. That shit was DNA. He worked out, though, so he had something to do with it. But his mama and his daddy fucking made the greatest college play of all time. Jadeveon Clowney was just there. That's my assertion.
He got him drafted #1 overall. Great play. I was glad. I was glad I got to see it.
So for those of you out there using condom, pull the goalie, man. Do some fucking. Might be the greatest college player of all time. And we're going to take this straight to the AFC West and talking about the motherfucking Raiders, Broncos, Chargers, and y'all see how I did it. So if he did it again, he couldn't say it with the Chiefs. So again, that's the Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, and Chiefs. Who you got, doggy?
I wanted to change it up, man, but it ain't going to happen. Chiefs going away.
He said, I wanted to be stupid.
Yeah, I did, but I'm not. I tried to convince myself to take the Chargers, but I'm not. It's not going to be the Broncos. It's not going to be the Raiders. They're not interesting enough. It ain't even a 2-team race out there.
My bad. I got paranoid because of the herb, and I had to make sure my mixer was working my mic. I sound crisp like the other shows.
Yeah,
we 2 hours in. I ain't like I'm going to change the shit now. I just had to make sure, though. I'm also being a dick behind your analysis because I'm picking the Chiefs. So what he said. What I will say about the Chiefs is part of what made me always like the Chiefs is old Snickers commercial where the nigga who do the end zone spell that bitch chefs. And the way Tony Gonzalez look at, bro, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go fuck with these. Like, they seem fun. And I shit you not, P. The year that commercial hit, I go say, what these Chiefs is on? They seem fun. It's the Priest Holmes touchdown record year. And I watched this nigga go leaping over motherfuckers for 16 games. The strongest calf. You want to talk about Saquon Barkley thighs? Go YouTube Priest Holmes calf muscles. You hear me? You want to watch a nigga leap over niggas for 20 touchdowns a year? Go get you some Priest Holmes in your life on your YouTube cycle. Go lose about 20, 30 minutes watching Priest Holmes get every 4th and 1 for a whole fucking season. He pick a spot, watch a nigga jump, slightly jerk his hips, and then be a frog and leap 3 linemen over and be 2 yards down the field. And some of the time, they would get lucky and hit him. And you know what the result would be? Somehow he'd corkscrew, his body would land, his feet would be on the ground, and he'd take the fuck off for 50 yards. Priest Holmes, a bad motherfucker. So thank you to Snickers. And if you're hungry, why wait? But them commercials led me to the Chiefs. And when I tell you that season was a wild fucking ride, gee. I fuck with the Chiefs. They've been giving me great entertainment for decades. I watched them doing the motherfucking Alex Smith years, you heard me? During the Trent Green years. The only time I wasn't watching them was the Joe Montana part. Like, I fucks with the Chiefs. They are entertaining ass franchise. And for them to now be a team that has Super Bowl glory and be vying for Super Bowls every year, I'm excited for them to be enjoying that. As a nigga who not a fan of the team, as in I root for y'all, but as a fan of football, y'all have been enriching my life for decades, and I fucks with y'all. So shouts out to that fan base. Talk y'all shit when y'all play the Eagles. I hope we smack y'all. When y'all play the Falcons, I heard we smack y'all. But I don't really give a fuck because I just really want to watch an entertaining game. And if I cut on the Chiefs, time after time after time after time, that's exactly what the fuck I have gotten. So I got a lot of love for y'all niggas. So as much winning and enjoyment as y'all get as fans of them, cool. Because whether y'all have won or not, y'all have been entertaining the fuck out of me for a long time. So shine while you're shining. Cause, you know what I'm saying? We got our little Super Bowl up there in Eagle Town. They cannot win the rest of my life and I don't give a fuck. Go green, go birds. I mean, I know you feel that, New Orleans. Shots fired.
Yeah, 2009, 2010. I got mine in my lifetime.
And tell me you hungry. You not. You still fucking with your Saints. You want more? Of course. This is NFL preview. Fuck them nigga for now, okay? I hate Alabama, y'all. That nigga be like, roll tide. I'd be like, right into the ocean. Right into the Gulf. And I started saying that shit back when we was in college, and that's when the BP oil spill had first happened. So it was real fucked up at the time.
Also, Malcolm and Eddie is what put me on the Chiefs.
Talk about it. What the fuck?
Yeah, the sitcom Malcolm and Eddie. That's what put me on.
Bro, you said Malcolm and Eddie, starring Malcolm Jamal Warner and Eddie Griffin. What I heard was Ed, and Eddie. I was like, how the fuck that put him on the Chiefs? I was like, what was Nickelodeon on? But yeah, speaking of Malcolm and Eddie with Malcolm Jamal Warner and Eddie Griffin, top tier comedian who is what? What'd I say?
You said, yeah, you got it right. Griffin.
Okay, my bad. Yeah. Well, I was just loving on him for a second. He's fantastic. I enjoy his work. He is spectacular. look up his specific hour sets, look up his YouTubes that's actually him so he get them advertisement dollars, and go fucking enjoy yourself because you'll learn shit and laugh your ass off and be like, oh, damn, I never, okay, nigga, I see what you're talking about. Oh, fuck it, nigga, okay. He good at that shit. One of them niggas was from Kansas City?
They both was, they was mechanics in Kansas City. One of them was a mechanic and one of them, they own like a dual, one was an auto shop on one.
This shit was set in Kansas City?
Yeah, it was set in Kansas City.
Okay. Yeah, nigga. Malcolm Jamal Warner was a bar owner, and out the backside of his bar, Eddie Griffin was a mechanic who ran a shop. It was his business partner.
Yeah.
And then they had that fat nigga from that space shit who used to come cameo on it. I know the show you talking about. I just didn't realize Kansas City. I didn't make that connection. Hell no, nigga. The nigga with the big ass, deep ass voice. The nigga who had the space show with Flex Washington. Homeboys in Outer Space. That fat nigga used to be on Malcolm and Eddie all the time.
Outer Space. I know you talking about.
I thought you were finna sing the whole shit. I don't know the words. I'm finna jam. But we picked all 8 conferences. I know. Yeah, that shit jamming too. You had the groove. You interpolated that bit. But we just picked the conferences, and I'll run back through them in the recap show. I'm not going to run back through it on this episode. Feel free to watch it twice or click back on That's the Bets throughout the show. Come, my dog P going to have the time codes for you. But what we going to do now is pick who we think winning the conference and playing in the Super Bowl. We're not going to pick our Super Bowl champ, because these picks may change, but we just making the bets because we need to bet $1,000. And we got 8 bets, which is $800, and we need to bet a band so that we can see who won more money at the beginning of the season. So, for entertainment purposes only, just betting for entertainment's sake. And then on the NFL recap show, we'll run down our player predictions, we'll run down our team predictions, and we'll let you know how much money each of us stand to win for entertainment purposes only if we had bet at the odds right now today. You feel what I'm saying? So who do you got winning the NFC? And it doesn't have to necessarily be a division winner because teams can make it as a wild card. That's why I mentioned a few teams I think that are going to sneak into the playoffs.
I have the Packers winning the NFC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Explain, nigga.
Oh, I'm watching my real estate agent take pictures of the house outside because I can see. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing?
Bitch, I ain't moving. Hey, go get her, fee. Go get her. Go get her. I sent that bitch a text. Hey, bitch, what you doing?
I think she gonna put it on the website. Like, I sold it.
Go stand out front. Run outside real quick and stand out front. I talk to the people about what I'm picking. Set a time on your phone. You got 30 seconds.
White lady. She go, nah.
She gonna talk. Oh yeah. You won't be able to. Gotcha.
I ain't got that time.
You went with an old white lady as your real estate agent. You have a young black woman you can support. It starts at home.
So that's what we.
I heard that from Captain Planet. Nah, fuck your explanation. Let me talk to the people about how a young brother just went and spent, I ain't gonna say how much money, but then use a young black woman who could have got that commish and did young black woman shit with it. He gave that money to an old white lady, a part of the patriarchy. And by old white lady, I mean a woman who was born in the era that benefited from Jim Crow. Now make your bullshit excuse. The floor is yours.
What can I tell you? That was our plan. We went and we reached out to some black realtors. And we reached out to the house we wanted to live in.
I'm gonna cut the hell out of that part of the show. I'm cutting all that shit out.
She was like, "Do y'all have a real estate agent?" We was like, "Yeah, we looking at one right now." And so she decided, we was like, "What are y'all looking for?" And
she was like, "Correction, you looking at one right now." Hey, you talking
She
about?
just started throwing her shit, man. And we was like, well, okay. But she been hustling, man. Like, every night around 10 o'clock, we get an email with like new options to go look at and shit. So she did her job. I did want to get into a black woman, but a black woman, yeah, we could not find.
The funniest part of that is niggas out there who do real estate and they like, bro, what about us? What about y'all niggas? Shut the fuck up.
So,
you heard what I said. I said what the fuck I said. Black woman. Feel how you want to feel. Melanated goddess. A hit dog, a holler. Tuck your dick and run around barking if you want to. But I said what the fuck I said. What about y'all niggas? Shouts out to everybody though. But moving on. He picked them chumper lumps in Green Bay to come out the NFC. And it made me furious. Because the notion that Aaron Rodgers is going to ever figure out how to win the NFC championship is high fucking hilarious. Because I have good old common sense, and this motherfucker got an arsenal of weapons that has never rivaled anything he's ever seen in his career. I'm talking about the Gronkinator. I'm talking about a fully healthy O.J. Howard coming off an Achilles where he does not have to be the whole team. I'm talking about an Antonio Brown who coming off of meniscus surgery, and they saying that man running like he did 5 years ago. This man got a team full of vets who can't ball hog or be mad they're not getting enough targets because they too damn old to get as many plays as they would need to ball hog. So when they end, they're going to get fed. When he was on the team, Antonio Brown averaged the most targets of any receiver last year. He will not be a problem this year. And he was not a problem in Pittsburgh when Juju got more targets than him, and he got Offensive Player of the Year award from the team, even though he was the number one receiver and had a better yards per catch, more touchdowns, so on and so forth, and was the reason he was able to get more yards because he was double covered. He was mad when you wanted to underpay him because his production dropped. What you're not finna do is pay me like I'm not as good as Juju. That's what the fuck you not finna do. That's when Antonio Brown became a problem. And I'm sick of everybody acting like this man a lunatic. Because when he showed his ass in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania about being underpaid and his downward spiral began, the next wide receiver who got a contract got paid $20 million a year. And at the time, Antonio Brown was making 14 and leading the league in touchdowns. That's a fucking problem. You see what I'm saying, bro? He was not wrong to think as the best receiver in the league, he wasn't getting paid enough. And that was the linchpin why he had to get the fuck out of Pittsburgh. Fuck them. And fuck everything that came after that was used to smear this man's character to justify a move that was some whole shit at the Genesis. You feel what I'm saying? And I went on a diatribe about Antonio Brown because I'm proud of him for squashing his fuck shit and focusing on the game and finding a way to make it about the game again so he could build everything in private and move toward health. Said all that to say, Tampa Bay repeating in the NFC. Forget about it. And they won't be playing the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship, but we'll talk about that later in the season.
They will be. If they there. If they there. Them Green Bay Packers gonna be there. Them Green Bay Packers making it, man. They, man, 10 years between, 11 years between Super Bowls for Aaron Rodgers. He gonna catch this.
Bro, are we really gonna be the show where I support Tom Brady and you doubt him and I gotta call this nigga the GOAT? Because I'm not gonna be that guy. And I'm not, you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not going to be that guy. But it's obvious Tom Brady winning the NFC again, bro. It's obvious. The only team that will rival him, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't gonna tweet. It's gonna be Rams Buccaneers. Believe that. And I'm mad I didn't pick them to win the West. Wait a minute, did we pick the NFC West? Oh, yeah, I picked the Cardinals. Yeah, I'm mad I ain't pick them to win the West because I think they're coming out of the NFC. They making the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like they do. You might get 3 teams out of the NFC West.
Nigga, hi, okay. When I tell you that Herb is fired today, this suit ain't the only thing that's on 10. When I tell you that Herb is on, but I got the real one. You feel what I'm saying? And this one of them, Dave Chappelle, 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, baby, go home. What you doing out here? And he ain't got that loud. That's what he doing out here. But anyway.
That baby out there, Dale. That dude on the pamper, stifling the loud. That's the only thing louder than that loud is the dookie in his pamper. Go ahead and ask me who I got for the AFC Championship, man.
Dad and so puppy, bro.
Shock the world. So I
who you got?
So I can shock the world.
He said that doodle in the pamper shit and move on. Who you got in the AFC, man?
Them boys, man. Shout out to Kid Cudi. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony.
The Cowboys?
LeBron. Cleveland!
Get the fuck
the Browns, out baby. The Browns going to the Super Bowl this year. Let's go. Cleveland! We did it.
Could I educate you on something? No. If you look at their game per game stats, I'm going to give it to you anyway. If you look at their game per game stats, yards per game, QB rating, touchdowns, interceptions, completion percentage. Do you know who is shot for shot with Baker Mayfield, number 1 overall pick? Mr. Mustache Gardner Minshew. So good luck with that stupid ass pick you just said. I'm going with the Chiefs. Cause Patrick Mahomes, as opposed to Gardner Minshew in Cleveland. You said boo because it seemed like an easy pick.
Like Gardner Minshew down in fucking Tampa Bay. Tom Brady. Go look at them stats from last year, bro. That motherfucker was ass.
What he was in a new system in the first year. And what he is the greatest quarterback of all time. He in that system for the second year. In a conference that up until he got there, hadn't had somebody win it back-to-back in 30 years. Tom Brady is the definition of stability and consistency. You can believe whatever the fuck you want to. But when he smacked New Orleans and he smacked the Cowboys, bruh, he gonna make a statement. And it's, I'm still here. He ain't gotta tell you he here. He just gonna be like, I'm still here. And everybody gonna settle down and shut the fuck up very quickly. You feel me? He gonna smack niggas up in the first 3 games and he gonna just run the ball for 14 weeks. He gonna make niggas think he old again. And then Tom T's are gonna show up for the playoffs. Like, here I go again. Hey, you talking about. But they're not. it Bucks and Chiefs.
54.5.
It's Bucks and Chiefs in your Super Bowl again.
9 yards, 2 touchdowns, 92.9 quarterback rating.
As he read them stats, fans of the NFL, y'all want a Packers-Browns Super Bowl?
3 picks.
Y'all want a Packers-Browns Super Bowl? Or y'all want Tom Brady versus Patty Mahomes, the rematch?
They do.
Do y'all want Patty? Do y'all want Patty Mahomes to kill this motherfucker in the ring like my nigga Drago did Apollo? He told him beforehand that I am going to kill you. And if you give him fair warning, that shit okay. Shouts out to Manolo Golf. 4, if you tell him you're going to kill him beforehand, everything is okay. Patty Mahomes is going to retire Tom Brady at some point, and he's going to have to beat that man over the head in the playoffs to do it. We getting a rematch. All of this shit is going to be Cavs, Warriors all over again until Tom Brady put them boots up. Feel how you want to.
Yeah.
The rest of this shit is pageantry to lead you to Act 3. Patty Mahomes versus Tom Brady. Fuck all your mystery. You heard it here first at Give Me Some Headlines.
Y'all, we get in 2 years, and we looking at, if they go to the Super Bowl this year, and you get Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, number 2 in the Super Bowl this year, Tom Brady will be 47 in the following year. If he take his, if they have Pat Mahomes versus Tom Brady 3, and this man 47 is still chucking around his goddamn ball and got a chance to win, the world ending soon thereafter. Like,
he moved somewhere where it's sunny. He moved somewhere where it's always sunny from the dreary fucking cold. The sun rejuvenate niggas. He playing at least another 2 years, bro. If not for the sun alone.
Be good at it, man. This dude had 199 yards in an NFC, and I'm sorry, in a divisional game, and they won.
His wife, a model, went from having a Super Bowl parade somewhere where it's snowing to it being on a boat and tossing the trophy from boat to boat. That man playing another 2 years, bro. That nigga living. Hell, you talking about?
Obviously, he living Drake lyrics. Like, he got mob ties. Like, Drake might have them too, but Tom Brady got mob ties for real. Teflon Tom. Shouts out to the guy, man. Hey, when I'm 46, I definitely plan on throwing these lyrics back and forth and winning Grammys on stage and shit, even though I'm not going to be there to accept it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Tom fucking Brady. What a biopic that's going to be. We know it's...
Bro, the Tampa Bay part of that bitch going to be fucked. Bro, where's the great failure? Oh, all the scandals and the cheating. That's the failure. Oh, and Eli. That movie gonna be fire. That movie gonna be fire. Oh, Elder, people just seeing what I got on the lower half. That's funny. Give me some headline.
Like, that. Hey. I can't wait to see who play. You know who gonna play Eli Manning? The dude who played in Friday Night Lights, who played the quarterback. He could be perfect for Eli Manning.
They're gonna have the quarterback who in the NFL, who is Cooper's son, the nephew. They're gonna have him come play Eli. They're gonna have a Manning play him.
Oh, they got it's another one? It's another.
Boy, that man a senior in high school.
Like the Wayans.
And that's what it is. None of the big Wayans, none of their children is good, but the nephews and uncles, they children is the stars. Like, I think Damon Wayans Jr. the only child of a one that was smacking who in there doing things.
That makes sense like a motherfucker. That makes sense like a motherfucker. Like uncles, kids, like uncles, nephews doing their thing. Like, that's me. Like, my biggest influences is my uncles. Kendrick Lamar's, he got a dope ass daddy, but like he talk about his uncles a whole lot.
Yeah. Uncles is the shit. I only had one on.
Larry June got his uncle on like all the intros of his albums, I think.
I only had one uncle, and like he got 5 sisters, Like
Sure.
I was like 20 before I knew his name. I'm talking about my mama's side. His name was Uncle Bruh because he was the only brother. So his name was Uncle Bruh until I was like 17, 18. I had to learn that man's name. And I won't share it with the people. He Uncle Bruh to the people. So I'm going to add that to my aliases. Shouts out to my guy, Uncle Bruh. He sound back. But yeah, man, taught my big brother how to ride a motorcycle, taught her how to barbecue and shit with our mama. Like, shouts out to Uncle Bruh, man. He a real one. Cause yeah, man. He the one who passed down the lineage of my grandfather's last name, McCree. I got my grandfather's last name, Sam, and he the McCree that passed it down. He the male lineage.
I got a question, bro.
Hit me with it.
Cole Beasley really made the top 100 NFL players, bro.
Bro, fuck you, man. Tell me something good, bro. I'm sick of your shit. Stop with the fuckery, man. Tell me something good, man.
All right, man. This one here is near and dear to my heart, man. If you didn't know, you got context clues already in the room of where I'm going with this story. Over the weekend, we had the lineage of one of the greatest legacies, definitely one of the greatest sports legacies of all time, but 100% one of the greatest people to have ever walked this planet, man. And when I say that, I mean the great Muhammad Ali. His grandson had his first professional fight this past weekend. 21-year-old. Let me get his name right, because I do not want to mess it up, because he is of great lineage. Nico Ali Walsh, man, had his first professional fight in Tulsa, Oklahoma over the weekend, man, and he won that thing in a TKO. Middle of the first
They had to stop that thing?
minute and a half. Huh?
TKO mean they had to stop that thing. He beat the shit out of nigga.
Yeah, they had to stop it. He beat the dog shit out of Cuz. He beat the dog shit out of Cuz, man. So yeah, he had his first fight, Nico Ali Walsh. And he was talking about how he know like how heavy it is, like on his shoulders, to have to carry the legacy of his grandfather, and who he called Poppy. But yeah, he beat Jordan Weeks in the first round on Saturday night. And in that, I know we're a big fan of family here at GSH. Gimme Some Headlines, and we are a big fan of like gifts that mean something. Like, it ain't got to be an expensive gift, but if it means something, it's truly special. And so, one of the last gifts that Muhammad Ali gave Nico was a pair of shorts, his boxing shorts. I think it was the last pair that he wore in a fight. And Nico wore those boxing shorts in his first professional fight. He said he's not wearing them again, but he wanted to pay that homage to his granddad, and he wore his the shorts that his granddad wore in his last fight. He wore them.
You gotta stay undefeated in them shorts.
Got that W. Gotta stay undefeated. You can't even.
You gotta stay undefeated, bro.
You go ahead, retire them for grandpa, man. But yeah, shout out to Nico Ali Walsh, man. Congratulations on your first win, your first professional win. I know he had some losses in his amateur career, but his granddad was telling him, like, your amateur career don't matter. When you turn pro, it's box, man. And so he has everything in perspective. He said it's not about going 30, not about going 50, as a professional. It's just about going out there, and he's like, it's a feeling that you get. To know that you're the best fighter that you could possibly be. So shout out, and obviously he took a lot of his perspective and his philosophy and his wisdom from his granddad, man. So shout out to Nico, and yeah, that's something good, man. Nico Ali Walsh, 1-0 as a professional fighter, dog.
Nico Bomaye. Nico Bomaye. Nico Bomaye. Shouts out to you, man. Tell me something good. Shouts out to P, man. I appreciate that. That's blessings, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It was shout out to his parents, Rashida, who is Ali's daughter, and his dad's name
Mama
is Robert Walsh. Yeah, Robert Walsh and Rashida Ali Walsh. Yeah. So shout out to the Ali family, man, and the Walsh family.
What episode this is? I ain't say at the beginning because I ain't know. Wrap us up, cuz. You know how you do at the end of TSG.
Oh, man. This has been Season 1, Episode 18 of Gimme Some Headlines, y'all. We well on our way. We well on our damn way, man. Appreciate y'all for joining us. Hit us up on socials at Gimme Some Head _S on Twitter, at Gimme Some Headlines on Instagram. Hit us up at gimmesomequestions at gmail.com for any questions, any comments, any topics that you want to hear, things you talk about with your friends in the living room, in the bars at night, what y'all talking about around the grill, what y'all talk about when y'all playing Cont. Hit me up and let me know.
What he said.